Coach Prime ready. Coach Prime is ready for 2024. Y'all think he just got ready. He told y'all the blueprint from day one. He went in there and told Rick George, hey, this is what we doing in 23. Watch what we doing in 24. The 23, you knew what time it was. It was rush, get it. Rush, get it. 24, we get to take our time. We get to already have a nice roster and just add on to it. So it's game time now. It's no stopping Coach Prime from this point on. It's no stopping it. I know, and I told you, and I hope we roll call just like that. Jackson State, spring semester, 4 wins. Out of 7 games, 4 wins. This past year at Colorado, 4 wins. Could have had more. The next season at Jackson State, well, not even the next season, that fall, because they started that March or something like that. They played like 2 months worth of football. Came back in August and roll call. The year after that, roll call. And that's how I ended up at Colorado. Expect that here. Expect that Colorado, that Coach Prime gonna just dominate this season. Yep, I said it. I believe they're gonna dominate. I just do. It just feels like we got everything we need and it's game time from here. It just feels like it's game time for him, y'all. It's nothing stopping us from shining. We in a conference that we have a way better chance of winning at this juncture with him being at Colorado. Now, you put him in a different conference, we would still have an opportunity. I just think in different conferences, he would have did different type of things. So like if he was in the SEC, he'd have got a whole boatload of players. He got a boatload here, but I think he'd have got a different type of boatload. Big Ten, same thing. So it's just different conferences, different things. But for the Big 12, I think Coach Prime just right for it. Like, I know it's some squads, but I think he's built the squad that can take over the Big 12 and get into the playoffs and do what they do. That's all I'm saying. I seen him, hey, Steven, I seen D-Mac had got a sack the other night. At least I saw it. It was told to me. I ain't get to see the game yet. Billy, what's good? Yo, so Coach Prime like the right person for Colorado because they came back to the Big 12. They could run it. Nike on their side, giving them everything look like they want. Got the Coach Prime cleat side. Got a bunch of then Coach Prime and all these commercials. So everything lining up for Coach Prime to get out there and shine, y'all. Everything lining up for him to shine. So I'm thinking, you can't help but dominate. Like, he's this season, because everybody expect us to win. I seen a list the other day that said we would win 4 games or 5 or go get blowed out every game. I'm like, now, bruh, who making up these garbage lists? But it is what it is. We got a squad, y'all. Steven, hey, man, got to. Because they got what they need this season. We got the linemen. We got on both sides of the ball. Trenches are taken care of. The teams that we got to face, some of them got some big-time QBs. Some of them got some big-time running backs. Some of them got some big-time wide receivers. Some of them got a solid defense. But we got everything we need. To me, I feel we got a top 10 offense and a top 10 defense. And Coach Prime, he brought in the best. Listen, who you going to get to compete with our D-line coaches? You don't. You don't. Bo, you say Sap got some. That's what I'm saying. You got Warren Sapp and Coach Lewis telling the D-line how to go get with it, which that in returns help our O-line. Then you got our O-line coach. He ready. He was a dog. And, you already know that the D-line coach was that dog. Now you got them all together getting them O-line better, getting the D-line better. Y'all, we can't help but dominate. We number one quarterback in the country. Number one athlete in the country. Top wide receivers in the country. Top secondary in the country. D-line gonna go get it. O-line gonna block. We gonna be blocking this year, y'all. Like, not saying we weren't blocking last year, but we're gonna cut the sacks down. And y'all, you gotta think about this too. Maybe it was the scheme we was running. Because I come back to that Nebraska game. That scheme we was running, even UCLA, them boys was coming off that edge so quick to Shador. Yeah, you can say blocking too, but I'm saying the scheme. Now we ain't got that scheme. We got a better scheme. It's on. Tyree, you say I got Colorado putting up 50 to 70 on at least 5 teams. Ooh, I love it. I don't know how we gonna do what we do, but we got an opportunity to get out there and shine. Bo, you said competitive practice from the Clips. That's what I said. Me and my business partner talk about it all the time. They show us just enough to say, oh, we got some, but not enough where you can say, like, hey, they're gonna be running these plays. So they know how they doing it. They ready to open up shop next week. Then you ain't gotta show your full hand, but you gotta show something. Like, sometimes when you can whoop a team, you don't really just show everything. You just beat them you beat them with whatever you need to beat them with. That's how I think we're going to do different teams. Because, yeah, you're going to show a lot of stuff. You're going to show who you are. But in the Big 12 championship game, you're going to need some stuff to work that you may have never seen. And the same in the playoffs. Because they're going to have a whole lot of film by then. D. Goddess, what's happening? Christian, what's good? You say 100% the team only enemy against Colorado is correct. They go out there and do what they got to do. They're gonna take off. Tad 31, you say, now, I know Georgia's going to be good. But this is my thing. If they rank Georgia number 1, it hasn't been many teams in history now to go from number one all the way through and win it all. Ain't too many teams done that. Now, that ain't to say they be number 1, they lose a game, come back and win it all. They could do that too, but Georgia was beatable. They got beat last year. They're beatable. Every team is beatable. Every team is beatable. It's just who gonna win when it counts. Carnell, what's good? Miss Kimmel, what's good? Bo, you say they're more passionate as it. Yeah, it's a lot of guys up there talk, but see, now they know Coach Prime. Last year, everybody was getting to know him at a D1 level. There was a lot going on. There's a lot going on now, but we're in a different situation. Robert, I don't know, pray about it. Tyree, you say which schedule you think harder? Last year, Pac-12. Man, bro, I really can't call it. Like, we almost won many games last year. So I can't even call it. Carnell, appreciate it. One love, bro. Hey, always. Steve, you say what time you think you going live later? I'm probably going to run one more before I shut it down. And then I probably run about around 5-ish, 5:30-ish. Carnell, what's happening? Hey, yo, I want to run one more, and I want to talk about how everybody on Coach Prime recruiting. Now, I want to tell y'all how this thing could go. So we're going to come back. We're going to run one. Tyree, you say the Big 12 ain't got no Oregon. Well, they don't. But you can't discredit K-State, Kansas, Arizona got a solid squad. Oklahoma State, UCF, Kansas, K-State, Oklahoma State, Texas Tech, Houston, West Virginia, you can't really discredit them. They solid too. But hey, yo, I'm finna jump right back on. We gotta talk about why they come at Coach Prime with his recruiting. Boy, we finna talk about this. Because they try doing it in a negative way. And they worry about stuff that don't matter. But hey, JF, oh, Utah, yep, hey, I'm finna drop that link. We finna ride out one more.